Oh, that was beautiful.
What's happening, chat? It's Jasiah. I'm currently watching deers frolic in the field right now. It's beautiful. Yo, I have to show you. I have to. Ah, I can't. They like literally like went that way. If they come over here, look. No way. It's giving Bambi. Ah, I can't. I don't want to ruin the camera angle and they stopped frolicking. Okay, I will get a little snippet and I'll throw it in there for you. I don't care. I will. I got you. Don't play. I got you. But so I've been going through issues with just I don't even want to say like consistency. Let me make sure this is like good because I'll tweak out if it's not. But I wouldn't even necessarily say like I've been having issues with consistency. But I've been having issues with understanding what consistency is. And with me having issues with understanding what consistency is, I tend to not allow myself the leniency that I would give other people if they did not necessarily show up every day. Okay, I'm getting nervous because there's like people around me now. And oh, there's literally deer everywhere here. I love it. I need to be here more often. Why have I not been here before? That's insane. Like, why have I not known about this place? So, like I was saying, okay, I just like lost my train of thought because I just seen like the cutest deer, just like you feel me? So, consistency and understanding what that means to me in my reality, and it's to a point where it's like, okay, yes, consistency is every single day. Yes, consistency is showing up every single day. But it's also understanding that I'm human. So if I'm human and I'm being consistent within a week, and then the next following week, I feel called to rest and give myself 3 days to get a genuine break and then recharge and then come back and do it again, that's still consistency. You feel me? It's like, yes, there is so much beauty in doing something every single day. And yes, it is great to do it every single day, especially if your aim is being consistent, because consistency means to continuously do something. So if you're continuously doing something every day, it's great. Yes, you're being consistent. But it's also knowing that within you showing up every day and you just embodying the version of yourself that you want to be is enough. So if you don't tend to be consistent with something, or you fall off pivot for a little bit and you get right back on, it's giving yourself the love and giving yourself that gentle just appreciation for getting back on what you said you would get back on. And I'm saying this for me mainly because with me and within my reality, I tend to just be so consistent and do it every single day and then burn myself out, and that's it. And now I just stop. And now it's just all down the drain. And that's just not, let me make sure it didn't do no fucking 20% remaining stupid message. But basically what I'm saying is it's okay for you to fall off and get right back on, because that doesn't change the fact that you're still being consistent. You took a break and you came back and you're recharged. There's nothing you can do about the fact that you took a break. There's nothing you can do about the fact that what had happened and what was in the past had already happened. But what you can do now is take where you're at right now. Take where you are in this moment and make something of that to then build up that consistency once again, so that you don't feel that emotion of feeling as if you are no longer, you're not consistent, feeling like you're not doing enough, feeling like you're not fulfilled. And that's another thing. Your fulfillment is directly tied to doing things that are in alignment with who you want to be. So if I want to be like a pro bodybuilder, I want to be a gym bro, I want to be a weightlifter, and I do actions that are not aligned within that, like let's say, just consistently skipping the gym, consistently skipping cardio, consistently skipping any active work where I'm physically working out, I'm not aligned with the version of myself that I'm trying to be. And so how do I expect to ever feel fulfilled? Because I'm working towards a version of myself, but the actions that I'm showing up as, what I'm doing, how I am, and who I'm embodying is not that version of myself. And so if it's not that version of myself, I'm never gonna feel fulfilled. And that's just the reality of it. And so it's really simple actually, not really simply, but it's really simple. It just tends to get very overcomplicated. And it's within knowing that the version of you that you are right now is fully capable and fully worthy of everything you want. And so, if you're fully capable, you're fully worthy of everything you want, all you have to do is show up with consistency when it comes to these actions that are aligned with the highest version of yourself and the version of yourself you're trying to be, and intention. And intention is important because what is your intention when you're completing a task? Because let me put it into perspective for you as if it was me. And I'm doing this to kind of clarify for myself as well, because a lot of these times I sit in front of the camera and I talk, I'm telling you, self-tapes are reflection. It helps me understand my mindset. So if I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, the intention is what matters. And I go and I'm like, I want to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. And I'm have a decision placed in front of me, whether I eat fast food or I go home and I cook a meal. Now, the easiest decision here would obviously be to go get fast food because it's quicker, it's more convenient, it's right there. But is that aligned with the version of myself that's trying to lose 20 pounds? Now, I'm not talking about, okay, you go to get fast food and you get a salad. But I'm talking about like you go and you eat heavy and you choose the convenient, you choose the quick way out because it's comfortable, because it's easier, because it's just very tempting, I want to say. So you choose that, right? But in that decision that you're making, it's very non-intentional. Because if your intention is to align your actions with this version of yourself, which is trying to lose 20 pounds, why are you sitting here going to go get the convenient, going to get the quick, getting the fast, easy fix of fast food? That's a very unintentional decision of you. But, you know, a very intentional decision of you would be to set a time aside for out of your day so that you can make a meal and so that you can eat a little healthier, so that you can get a little bit closer to your 20 pounds a day. Because nothing ever happens overnight. And if it does happen overnight, I love that for you. But I think there's so much beauty in things not happening overnight. I think there's so much beauty in creating, building, and solidifying a foundation for yourself so that when you do make that foundation, when you do make and you do achieve that goal, you can sustain it. Because it's all about getting to the goal. It's all about reaching the dream. It's all about living in it. But can you sustain it? Is the version of yourself able to sustain that? Consistency should be just a habit in everything when it comes to getting to where you want to go. And being lenient with yourself when you fail to be consistent in ways that you believe is consistency. Now let me make sure this is still recording because, you know, my phone just, it be playing. But anyways, chat, like I was saying, consistency does not necessarily mean showing up every single day of your life, every single waking minute. If you fall off, you get back on. The only one who can tell you that that's not consistent is yourself. Because if you fall off and you get back on, and you know you're gonna get back on 10 times harder, you're gonna get back on that with 100% and some more effort, you're still consistent, babes. You just fell off a little bit. You got right back on. And it's important to align your actions with your goals and be very intentional with every decision you make, with every action you make, because that is a literal building block into your future. Because the only moment that exists is now. So every single decision you make, every single action, every intention that you put out there is a building block into your foundation, whether or not you realize it, because the only moment is now. So every single waking moment is on to the next moment. And the next moment is your future. So, and also stop wanting things to go at your timing. Stop wanting things to go your way. Stop wanting things to be in your control. You're depriving yourself of magic from the universe. Hello. Do better. The universe exists so that you don't have to worry about the things that are not in your control. And that's beautiful. And stop wanting it to happen on your time, because divine timing is real. A divine orchestration of events is real. And once you receive everything that you are working towards and everything that you are striving to become, you will be the version of yourself that can not only have that and hold what you desire so bad, but you're gonna be the version of yourself that can sustain that for the long term. Because anything given to you should be given to you in a divine way, in an orchestration of events that will create a foundation of sustainability. You feel me? If you get me, you get me. If you don't, watch the video again. But I'm gonna show you these deer before I head out. Anyways, I came from work. What's happening, chat? You feel me? I came from work. Traffic was really bad, so I decided to stop by this park, which I'm very grateful for, because I just seen hella deer frolicking. Let me show you.